All right, to start us off with Jamaree, we'll go to Anthony Dasher and Chip Towers.
Hey, Jamaree, good to see you. I was asking Zamir this a second ago with all the injuries that have taken place. When this happens to a team, can it sometimes galvanize a group of guys, especially the ones who are going to be stepping in and replacing those fellas? So kind of how does that work from your experience?
I mean, it could be tough for those young guys. I mean, I know I've had games where I was thrown into the fire last year. I know I played in South Carolina and Auburn, two of the best defensive linemen in our conference last year. I got thrown in the game. So, but it's all about being ready. It's all about practice, getting that practice time in, getting that film time in, and then just the leaders showing confidence and holding the line for those young guys and going to put it together and go play.
Jamaree, obviously you guys are coming off a 14-point performance, and I know I've talked to you enough and Coach Smart enough to know that you guys just want to score. You want to score as much as possible, as often as possible, all that kind of stuff. Florida is a team that scores a lot of points right now, 42 a game coming in. How confident do you guys feel like that you can score points, and if you got yourself in a shootout or something, that you can hang with a team like that?
Well, first of all, I trust the coaches. I trust that they'll have a great game plan set up for us. I trust that we can do whatever we want to do when we want to do it. It's just about playing clean, going out there, executing the plan, playing physical, playing fast, playing hard, and just everybody understanding their role, and nobody trying to be the hero, nobody trying to overcompensate. I think we've played pretty well. We're coming off a 14-point game, but a game that we played very physical in, and I think we have a lot of things to build on, a lot of places to go, and I'm excited for us for us to put it all together and all the small things turn into big things and making it happen.
Jake Rowe, then Dean Legge.
Jamaree, I don't get framed like this to you guys, but what does it do for an offensive lineman to basically have a game plan put on your shoulders? And it may have been that way against Kentucky. I'm sure it's been that way in the past where, they want you to come off, knock the guy off the ball and kind of dominate the run game. I mean, is that something that you enjoy? Do you like having that, or is it just another football game?
You take pride in it. I mean, this is a school that has produced great offensive linemen for the past 3 or 4 years since I've been here, since before I got here, So we take pride in that. We take pride in lining up and knocking people off the ball. We take pride in that. Every Tuesday, every Wednesday, we go out and we play against the best defense in the SEC, and we take pride in being physical, playing hard, and if the game comes on to be put on our shoulders, we take pride in that. We go play. We go play as hard as we can. We play hard for Zamir, play hard for James and Kendall and Stead. Whoever has the ball, we're going to play hard for them and make sure that they're protected. So I don't think any of us have a problem with the game being on our shoulders if it has to be. I don't think it has to be. But if it is, if it's a situation where we're running the ball, we got to run the ball 12 plays in one drive like we did in Kentucky, we're going to go make it happen because that's just the type of program we are. We're physical.
Jamaree, I want to ask you about when you heard about what happened with Richard. Did you believe it immediately? And then after you realized it was accurate and true, what did you think about what was going through your head at the time?
Oh man, when I first got a text message, I was like surprised, that it was Richard. It really hurt my heart because I know that Richard loves his team. He loves football. He loves what he does. He loves being a leader. And I know it hurts him to be in his position, not being able to just be out here with the guys. I mean, I know he's going to be sad about the game Saturday and missing his time, but I think what he'll miss most is the team, just being around the guys. He's always high energy, high spoken, loves being around the team, great leader, great person. Anybody that knows Richard knows he's a great person. So, I was very sad to see it. I was surprised that it was his name attached to, that incident. But, I think he's learned from it, and I hope that he recovers well. And I keep him in my prayers, keep his family in my prayers.
Chip Towers and Seth Emerson.
Okay. Yeah, just specifically about Stetson Bennett. Do you feel confident in Stetson Bennett's ability to lead this offense, and do you expect to see any other quarterbacks out there with the ones this week?
I feel very confident in Stet. I feel as much as I feel very confident in any other quarterback. I think we got a great plan going forward. Whoever the coaches trust to put back there, and that's my confidence is in all of them. I think as far as Stet, he's a great competitor. He's a great leader. He cares about what he does. He doesn't just go back there and just start doing whatever he wants to do. He cares. He trusts the system, and he trusts the plan that Coach Monk puts together. So, I think all the quarterbacks are the same when it comes to that. They all trust the system. They all want to win. And, like I said earlier, like in other interviews, like that's all you can ask for from a quarterback. He wants to win. He wants to go out there and compete. And, I love that about him. So, I have all the confidence in the world instead.
Jamaree, what do you plan to do with Election Day tomorrow? I imagine you've probably already voted. What are you going to do with your day?
I don't know. Try to catch up on some schoolwork. Stay in the loop. I know it's going to be all over the news all day. I know 4 years ago I wasn't as in the loop as I was now. But yeah, I'll probably stay in the loop, stay updated on everything. Just take some time, recover my body, and stay up on some schoolwork. I don't know, watch film.
Connor Riley, then Augusta Stone.
Yeah, I guess Seth sort of asked my question there, but what is your sort of confidence level in this offensive group going into the Florida game, especially after how you guys played against Kentucky?
Like I said, very confident. We did a lot of great things. We know we didn't get as many points as we may have wanted to, but we did a lot of great things. We played very physical up front. The backs ran really hard. We had some big plays that we could have hit. So I just have a lot of confidence in our group. A lot of confidence that may not be shown through in other places, but in this building, we're very confident in our group. Very confident in what we can do, and we're very confident in what we have done. And I think that confidence is going to show on Saturday. I think it's going to show moving forward. And, I'm really excited for how this group will perform in the games coming up.
Hey, Jamaree. I know a lot of people talk a lot about, Florida's offense and comparing them to Georgia's offense, but it seems like especially, last week, Florida's defense really came into their own, held Missouri pretty well. So I wanted to know just from what you know and what you've looked at so far, what are some of the most lethal parts of their defense that you're hoping to defend against it?
Well, with any SEC team, they got a big athletic front, hard-hitting linebackers. They got great edge rushers. They're really well put together team. They recruit well. They get good players there. So it's gonna be a physical game. It's gonna be a physical warfare. I think they're a great team. They got a great game plan on third down. Period. They just got great game plans set up to beat teams. But it's not really about what they do. We just put our game plan together and try to go execute it.
Mark Weiser, then Brandon Sudge.
Jamaree, what's it going to be like going up against Brenton Cox, a former teammate? And do you know what was the dynamic, for Georgia with Cade Mays when he went up against you guys a few weeks back?
Okay. Going up against Brent, Brent's a longtime friend of mine. I know Brent. We played park ball together, so I've known Brent for years. It'll be very exciting to play against Brent. He great player for them. He's a great player here. So, just that matchup is really fun. Be really fun for me. I'm sure it'll be fun for him. Just we trained together before we got to Georgia. We worked out a lot together, so it'll be fun to be able to just actually put that on a grand stage and go compete. So I'm really excited about the opportunity. And you said, how was the dynamic going against Cade Mays?
Well, I know you didn't go up against him, but I know there was a lot of talk about it, but we didn't ask anyone what it was like seeing him on the other side of the ball in that game.
It was a little weird, just seeing him in the orange. But we try to make, as far as in this building, we try not to make the game so much about Cade and him leaving and what he brought to the game, but more so about what we did and what we wanted to do as far as stopping him on both sides of the ball. We try not to make the game about one person or who was here and who left. We just try to make it about going to do what we do and going to play hard.
Thanks.
Hey, Jamaree, following up on the election, I see the sticker on your shirt, so obviously you voted already. What type of pride did you have when you went to the polling center, and why does that matter to you personally? And then also, how important was it for the NCAA to make that a priority during the middle of a hectic season?
Mm-hmm. I think it's very important for them to give us a chance to do that. I think it's us being allowed to have the opportunity to go get our voice heard is probably one of the most game-changing things that I've seen in a while. Our age group is one of the most influential age groups across this country. So I think, for us as football players to be able to go out and voice our opinions and, say who we want to be in office, I think that's really important. For me personally, it's my first time voting, so it's really exciting for me. It was new. I never really actually been to a polling place before. I went one time with my mom when I was younger, but other than that, was so long ago, I couldn't even remember how it went. But it was really cool. It was really fun. I felt really good walking out of there, wow, I just voted for the first time. So yeah, it was pretty cool, and I really enjoyed it.
We'll wrap up with Zach Klein and David Pascal.
How many of your guys in the squad have voted already? And did you talk about, guys are kind of somewhat on the fence, not, political parties, but just to exercise the right to vote and take advantage of the opportunity?
I think everybody's excited to take advantage of the opportunity. I want to say we're probably at a really high percentage now. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I feel like we're at a really high percentage just going into election day. So I think that's really good, to be at that point just going into the day. And, I'm really excited that everybody's getting a chance to say how they feel and choose who they want to be in office. I don't think many guys are like, oh, I don't want to vote because I don't know. Like everybody, feels like they have an opinion and they want to voice it. So that's exciting.
Thank you.
Jamaree, last week, Florida coach Dan Mullen was very outspoken, saying he did not like tomorrow's required day off. He said a lot of Florida's players voted early, and he talked about Tuesday being such an important day of the week as far as a routine standpoint and building up to this big game. What about you? Do you like having tomorrow off, or do you think it is kind of disruptive as far as getting ready for one of your biggest games of the year?
I think it's a good idea. I mean, the idea behind it, just, making sure that everybody gets their chance to be heard. I think the idea behind that is really great. I think, that hasn't always been the case, in the world moving up to this point. Like a lot of people haven't had the chance to have their opinions voiced. And I think for us being college football players, having high profiles that we do and just being able to go out and be, seen in polling places and being able to vote, I think that's really big for this community because voting hasn't always been a priority in this country. And I think you can see that in the voting participation from last election. So I think it's really important that they're pushing that this year in this election. And, I'm really proud of this country for doing that. So
Thanks, Jamaree.
Thanks, Jamaree. Have a great rest of your day.
All right.